Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well and I hope that you're doing fresh. Today we're going to talk about how to become an active master guide and an active leader. Most of the time we want to become active, but we do not know how to. And we know that in this day and age we are surrounded by a lot of master guides who are not actually putting the work and actually living to what they have agreed upon, which when they took rather their vows to say that they will follow and to do the work of the Lord. But now many people wonder to themselves that how can I be active? Where do I start? Now today we're going to touch on those things so that you are able to become a better leader. And if you are a person who is in your training to become a master guide, it'll be much more easier for you to also get the ball rolling. So without wasting any time, let us get in today's video. Now, the first thing that you need to discover is what you're good at or what does your club need. Once you are able to start there, you are able to evaluate yourself as a leader to know what things are you good at or what does your club needs. And once you are able to identify those two important things, it becomes much more easier for you to become a good leader, to love what you are doing, and to do it with ease. And once you are able to do it with ease, you are able to add meaning and life to your local church, which makes it much more easier. If you're good in administration work, in organizing the club, in ensuring that the club is insured, to ensure that everything runs well, you might not be the club director, but you are able, because out of your love and out of your skills that you have as a master guide, you do not need certain things, but you are able to advise a club director as a master guide to say, leader, it is the first month or it is the first quarter of the year. We need to be insured. How are we going about with that one? My leader, what is the plans for this year? Because you are loving the administration part of the club. And if you're a good teacher, you're able to say, when are we starting with classes? Maybe we should restructure or whatever the case may be. And it becomes much more easier because you're an active master guide that loves to do what he or she is doing. And also, you are able to identify needs in your club and you are able to deal with them properly. Now, the second thing that you need to understand is that you need to start with small things. A lot of people, especially when they have been invested into MasterCard or their club directors or their leaders, they want to start with big things. Sometimes, if you're starting with a new club whereby there was no structure, where there was no progressive classes and everything, you need to ensure that you start to build up the momentum up until club leaders, children, and the church understand what you are doing and they are willing to help you and go out. So, yes, you need to follow procedural things, but once I am talking, or rather, why am I talking about starting with small things, is because it helps you as a leader to have small goals and accomplish them, so that at the end of the year, you are able to look at everything and said, as a club, we had a wonderful year. You can start by teaching honors, Pathfinder honors, adventurer awards. They are very much easy to do and complete, and they can take anything between a week or a month, and they're doable. So once you are able to start with small things, this month we are doing 4 honors, next month we are doing 2 honors, next month we are doing 4, whatever the case may be, at the end of the year you'll find out you have done 20 honors. And that is achievement on its own. And it's a great achievement. So you as a leader, you as a master guide, is where you need to step in and to say, how can I encourage children? How can I encourage parents? And also at the end of the year, they are able to have an invest teacher or they are able to get their honors and everything, which it becomes a beautiful moment for them and they are able to celebrate and you're able to build it up until you're starting with progressive classes, they're attending camporees. The list is endless. But once you're able to start with small things, everything becomes much more easier and moves smoothly. And the third and last thing is that you need to ensure that you have an investiture or some sort of an awards day. This will also encourage children. Now, if you follow the first and the second steps which I am talking about. The third one is very much important. Most of the time we are having clubs who can spend 2 years without having certain things, and which becomes discouraging to children, and parents lose the hope that they will see their children flourishing. As I always say, that we cannot have children failing in the outside world and they come to the church and do that. It is our duty as master guides and leaders to ensure that we build up their self-esteem. We ensure that they do their honors, they do their progressive classes, they attend camporees, they do all activities of the camporees, and they become people who are active and find meaning, so that when they go in the world, even if they have downfalls, even if they have failures, but they have this thing that last year I completed Voyager, last year I completed Guide, and this year I will be able to pass my grades well, because it is possible, because it is doable, because they have that hope and they have that encouragement which they find from the church. So at the end of the day, if we become active leaders, if we become active master guides, we are able to bring out the best children. We are able to help children in our local church reach their best potential in the church and also in the outside world. Because once they have the self-esteem, once they have the courage to stand at Sabbath school and talk about the name of the Lord, it is much more easier for them to go out in the world and represent God, and to go out in the world and strive and become the best people. So it starts with us as leaders to become active leaders rather, at our own local churches. As much as we love spiritual tourism, but we need to be in our local churches working as hard and as possible as we can, so that when all is said and done, we may have good fruits and we may be happy in that. Thank you very much. Cheers.